think that the stigma that surrounds celebrity and surrounds a life in the arts is not entirely correct. I think what I would say to parents is you have to trust that you raised your child the right way. You have to trust that the values and the groundedness that you instill in your child, the self-confidence that you instill, the unconditional love, you have to trust that you did a good enough job that when you let your child go out into the world, whatever field they choose, that they will make good decisions, that they will be smart, that they will be respectful of theirselves, their body, and anyone else they come in contact with. I think it's a misconception to label all artists and artistic careers as full of stigma, as, oh, my child's going to go down a dangerous path. I'm a living example of that. I work very, very hard. I don't buy into the sort of hype of a celebrity lifestyle. I go to my work, I want to do good work, I want to tell good stories, and I want to come home to completely normal things. And that goes back to the way my parents raised me. They taught me, you know, it's not about fame and money and other things, but if you do your job and you have longevity, it can lead to those other things. So you sort of have to, again, like I said, trust that the child you raised, you know, and the values that you instilled will be carried forward, you know, with them into whatever career they choose. I think also, I think there's a misconception that if you choose an artistic life, it's because you weren't smart enough, to do anything else. And I think that's absolutely incorrect. I have to be not only an artist, I have to be a businesswoman. I have to be incredibly savvy. I have to learn how my business works and learn to maneuver within that business. I have to be, you know, a student of all different walks of life. One day I may be playing a physician. The next day I may be playing a homeless person. The next day I may be playing a teacher. I have to be able to be smart enough and studied enough and researched enough to go into the minds and lives of whatever character or role comes up to me. That takes an incredible amount of intelligence. So I'm speaking on behalf of all artists out there. Do not misperceive that artists are not intelligent people. We are the reflection of everyone else out there in the stories that we tell. The reason why history exists, the reason why we know anything about past cultures, are because we tell stories that carry on generation to generation. So storytelling and artistry are very noble professions, and I believe really, really strongly in that. So I think encourage your child to go into it, but teach them those good core values, teach them morality, teach them respect for themselves and others, and know that they can be a part of any field. They will be able to make a good living and a lucrative living if they strive to go to the top. So it really comes down to your child's, what exists within your child that you've taught them, and also their drive to move forward and to not be swayed by any negativity or obstacles that come their way. I think to be an artist, actually, you have to have a lot of courage. You have to have a lot of intelligence. You have to have a lot of drive and a lot of passion. And so I think that I'm interested in also changing that conversation, is letting people know that artists are extremely valuable, and artistry is an extremely noble profession. And I hope that more parents will encourage their children to move into the arts, because we need more South Asian artists. We need artists of every ethnicity. Otherwise, only one culture's stories are being told over and over and over. If we don't guide our children to go into the arts and then tell our stories, you know, for the world to hear and see. So yeah, children, encourage those talents, and then do what you feel is best for your child. You know, certainly it's no one's job to judge your choices for your child, but I think that if you allow your child to flourish and follow whatever God-given gifts they were given, it will lead to a beautiful career, a very happy life, a well-settled and lucrative life, and one where they'll actually enjoy doing what they do every day, but they will also love you for supporting and encouraging what was truly their passion when they were children. So.